welcome to Star Stop. You're with me, Salil, and such exciting talent on view every single day. और पता है पहले it was few and far between, और ऐसे artists भी few and far between choose करते थे projects. लेकिन अब ऐसे artists भी regularly choose करने लग गए हैं. So you get to see so much of talent, and you feel more jealous every day. And you say कि कहाँ गए वो दिन जब आपको सिर्फ acting performances देखने के लिए मन करता था. And Drashti and Gulshan, thank you so much for joining me. This is sitting so well on both of you. First of all, I must say this color is brilliant.
Oh, thanks.
Duranga की अगर बात करें तो इतना dark, and this is was this a conscious attempt?
Yeah, multi-ranga with my.
मतलब भाई it's this is next level.
हमारे शो का नाम दुरंगा नहीं, हमारे शो का नाम रंगीला है.
ये totally.
And my Gal Gadot socks.
Hey, really?
Yeah, that's the Wonder Woman.
But what I said was very right about that people like you and you are finally saying yes more often. And it wasn't about not saying yes earlier. It's not maybe you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't want to do what was offered. It wasn't about the money. And now what it is it's all come together. And thankfully, Jaideep, Zishan, so many artists I'm meeting now. And thanks to this platform also, a lot of the risque work is being done by this platform. And I'm really, you see so many different platforms, but they've made a mark for itself. It's not a paid promotion at all. It's just generally speaking what I'm saying. I've actually seen more risk being taken by this platform, and which is why great to have you guys.
Yeah, it's my first time with them. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very happy to be working. It's not that I didn't want to keep. I think there's more since the OTT platforms began and it started spreading its wings. I think there's more work. ज़्यादा काम है हम लोगों के लिए.
बहुत ज़्यादा काम.
हाँ, पर ना तो अभी भी कहता हूँ और पहले भी कहता था. It's just that it was like this platform was there was it was just जब मेरी शुरुआत हुई थी तो फिल्में थी, फिर आप टेलीविजन करो या फिर आप वॉइस एक्टर हो तो फिर रेडियो या जिंगल्स वगैरह और फिर एडवर्टाइजिंग. तो वो ये यहाँ तक की सीमित थी. और जो नाटक करना पसंद करते थे they would do stuff on stage. So I think with the streaming platforms, the long format में एक और option आ गया है, and which is very empowering, particularly to storytellers. And of course, it's giving us more opportunities also. I try and mix it up. I do both. I do both cinema as well as web series right now.
And you're an enigma for so many. क्योंकि आपने ना अगर आपकी वर्कओलॉजी देखें यार हर चीज सुपर हिट है. It's incredible. Even your dance shows you won and all.
Yeah, she did lot.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
God, again Gulshan's going to trip on it today.
But the truth is that.
I can't believe how can anybody beat Lauren Gottlieb?
Yeah, I know, that's true. She's
नहीं,
amazing.
Also because of incredible popularity. उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है.
नहीं अच्छा किया होगा तुमने भी.
नहीं बहुत अच्छी डांसर भी है.
But वो fan following का होता है, so of course.
हाँ.
I mean.
और ये फैन फॉलोइंग आपकी जहर है, जैसे लोग बोलते हैं जहर है. इट्स रियली अमेजिंग. बहुत कम लोग को ये मौका मिलता है. पार्टिसिपेशन हर कोई करता है. और हमारी इंडस्ट्री में ऐसा होता है ना, बुफे थोड़ा सा इधर ट्राई कर ले उधर ट्राई, अरे ये चाइनीज फूड बहुत पसंद आ गया, ये खाते रह. With you have tried and managed to win everything. Yeah? It's a testament to your versatility. It's fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So how now in this is incredible, the two of you.
Yeah, it was actually wonderful to work with him. But it's just my start in OTT, so still a long way to go. Thoroughly enjoy TV, whatever I've done till now, and it's my love. It's always going to be my first love. यहाँ मजा आ रहा है because नई चीजें करने मिल रही है. Did Khanzada, which was period drama, now playing a CoOp, which is the opposite of what I did in Khanzada in Empire, because यहाँ पे there's more subtle, more natural, more raw, and when you have him in front of you in every scene, it gets little scary and nervous because he's such a good actor. But honestly, हम जब साथ में बैठ रहे थे, हमने ढेर सारी readings की. And I swear, initially when I sat for reading, I was like, I don't know why have they taken me for this? And I went and kept telling Ijaz, I was like, our director, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And he's like, don't worry, we'll make you do it. We'll make you do it. I kept telling Rajiv.
Who is her manager?
My manager.
Somebody who I've also known for a very long time. तो बड़े particular होते हैं कौन से रोल करने होते हैं.
तो I'm like, are you sure? ये हम आधे से तो नहीं निकाल देंगे. कुछ तो नहीं हो जाएगा. He's like, relax, dude. You'll be able to do it. But then we all met, we started reading. Pradeep Dada had a very different way of beginning the whole thing. He made us read and then he recorded all of us. He dubbed all of us in a studio.
Nice.
It was the first time for us. And then the day we were shooting that scene, he actually played it for us with background music.
Wow.
Which was amazing. So वो सुनते ही we already knew what mood we had to be in.
Right.
And then, of course, I sat with everyone. He helped me a lot, like in a lot of scenes. जब मुझे actually समझ में नहीं आ रहा था because we were doing location wise.
Right.
So suddenly I'm shooting the first episode, and then on the second day I'm on the 8th episode, which is a lot for me because I'm not used to that.
Correct, correct.
So he would sit down, Goldie Bell, the producer, he would sit down, he would tell us how to do it.
Yeah.
And yes, by the end of it, I thought that yes, I've got it almost there.
जो आपने ये जो अपनी वर्कशॉप और क्लास की बात की है, ट्रेलर में देखकर तो ऐसा लग रहा है एकदम अव्वल नंबर से पास हुई हैं आप 90%. It's worked
पूरा
very
देख
well.
लेने दो सबको, फिर पता चलेगा.
And it's come together very well. Yeah, but this is the advantage of OTT also. जिनको कभी सोचा नहीं था कि कहाँ इस रोल में आ सकते हैं. All of them are coming and reinventing themselves.
Very true.
It's unfortunately for a longest time it was becoming Instagram where you could reinvent yourself. आप कोई अलग फोटो शूट कर रहे हो, कुछ अलग चीज कर रहे हो. But now thanks to OTT it's really working. But you are more towards the dark side. Batman ही है आप always. You know, you like those kind of roles. आंखों में कुछ है और there's this smile of yours. You can have a knife in your hand and काट सकते हो किसी का गला, फिर ऐसे हंस लोगे. But एक not type का हंस, but लोग इस तरफ जाते हैं तुम्हारी तरफ.
आई थिंक याद रहती हैं लोगों को. ज़्यादातर मेरे जो ऐसे थोड़े आड़े टेढ़े डार्क किस्म के रोल है वो लोगों के जहन में ज़्यादा याद रहता है. एंड आई थिंक क्योंकि उनको इंटरेस्टिंग लगती है, उनको रोमांचक लगती है, उनका मनोरंजन भी हो जाता है. तो एंड इट्स डेफिनेटली मोर फन लाइक व्हेन यू प्लेइंग लाइक अ स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड like a good person or something. It can be sometimes a little less fun from the audience perspective. So maybe that's why, and it's also a lot more fun while performing also. And
Yeah.
I know I'm taking consciously, मैं अपने आप को थोड़ा negative character से ये मैं नहीं कहूँगा कि इसमें negative role है, but negative characters मैंने करना बंद कर दिया just to see that so that I can diversify a little bit and try other kinds of parts जो मैं कर भी रहा हूँ. And I would say that इसमें this is another kind of a part. हालांकि इसमें आपको बहुत ग्रे और डार्क शेड्स देखने को मिलेंगे, but that's the demand of the story.
That's a premise also.
That's a premise and that's a device also that the storytelling uses in order to communicate something, to create some excitement and mystery. So maybe that's why. But it is a lot of fun when you're playing like negative or like slightly these mysterious characters.
Not a straightforward character.
Not a straightforward character. It can be a lot of fun.
And you play it also differently. I think you play it very differently also.
Yeah, I try not to let it influence the choices that I make. कभी-कभी क्या होता है ना, you can get a little too smart. Yeah, like I can play with the thing. So I think you have to try and be truthful and sincere to the writing. And then if you can do that, then many times some interesting things will come.
Well, how do you not get into the same zone? It happens to a lot of people also. Suppose you're playing sport, cricket. Cricket is the same. T20 थोड़ा अलग है, लेकिन Test match थोड़ा अलग है. But sometimes your natural tendency is to play shots, for example.
Yeah.
So how do you unlearn? Like, a lot of the times, for her, say, this is a beautiful, it's a virgin experience. From that into coming to this, everything is brand new. How does one play similar roles that you played? What's your thought process? And still play dissimilar and yet not cross the line?
It's not very difficult actually. There are two things. One, you have to, the writing is always different. ऐसा नहीं कि एक ही writer है, वो कहानी अलग है. And also sensibilities of people. Like if you take two of my roles, say Commando 3, in which I play a bad guy, and say Hate Story. Yeah. They're very different because of very different sensibilities. The writing is different and the way it's made and it's different. So that also helps you sort of like once you interpret that and then when you perform, तो वो भी एक अलग चीज दिखाता है. लेकिन कभी-कभी हो जाता है ऐसे कि मैं खुद सोचता हूँ कि यार मैं इसके साथ कुछ नया नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. And I try and like not do it. I feel that कि मेरे में limitation है. I'm not the most experienced or the best actor in the world or something. But sometimes I feel that I don't know if I can do anything more. When people really want you in that project, I have to say no because I feel like I'll be repeating myself. कि एक जैसा हो जाएगा.
Oh, but sometimes don't you...
preparation is also like...
Can't an actor do it for money? Yeah, if you're being repeated because of... हमें गुलशन ही चाहिए.
नहीं हो सकता कि... See, there is also preparation. Like one, अभी काफी experience हो गया कि 10 साल के ऊपर हो गए हैं काम करते करते कि तजुर्बा भी है. So that experience is also a nice foundation and a base. I can draw from that. Through that also you learn how to prepare for things. Like pre-production, I take my pre-production very seriously. बिकॉज ऑल द प्रिपरेशन, जो अभी किरदार आपने सोचा है, जो स्क्रिप्ट से आपको समझ में आई है, जो डायरेक्टर से बातचीत करके समझ में है, रिहर्सल, वर्कशॉप, रीडिंग, फिटिंग, मेकअप टेस्ट, जो भी फलाना है, या खाली बैठ के सोचना, जो भी आपको करना है, ये आपको बिफोर यू हैव टू डू एज मच ऑफ इट एज पॉसिबल बिफोर यू एक्चुअली स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा. बिकॉज वंस यू स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा, इफ योर प्रिपरेशन इज गुड, you don't even have to think.
Correct.
You know कि ये क्यों है, ये लाइट है.
टाइप है.
हाँ, वो नेट बैटिंग करके आपको पता है. फिर ये सिर्फ सोचना है, अच्छा T20 है ना, थोड़ा हाँ, अच्छा टेस्ट मैच है ना, बचा के खेलना. वो एक्सपीरियंस से आता है.
आप तो नए गेम में आ गए हो. टेनिस से क्रिकेट में आ गए.
मुझे तो बहुत अनलर्निंग करना पड़ा था.
Actually, that happens to, you know, and television is a very bad and good teacher. The good teacher's memory, ये सब, लेकिन unlearning.
No, yeah, I think it's a very good teacher because you get so much content to shoot and keep getting better because you know it's no escaping. It's not like अरे आज नहीं किया तो कल करना ही. रोज ही करना है. तो करते I think it's a very great place to learn. It's just that it was very difficult here because I had to unlearn a lot. Because TV
I think
is
the
more
sensibilities are different.
No, it's just
like,
that you know
different.
TV is more closes.
Close only.
आप कुछ भी कर लो, closes तो लेने ही पड़ेंगे. So and what happens is there also you will never be like सिर्फ ये देखना और it's enough. There has to be a little into 10.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Na,
And यहाँ पे
sensibility is
it's
like
minus
it's
10.
pitched up.
So after every scene, if Gulshan sir was on, Gulshan I'm saying,
Sir,
GB sir.
ये दिल से निकला था. ये दिल से निकला था.
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Goldie would be on set. He would be like, tone it down, tone it down. Then there were days, even in Empire, in fact, you know, when I had to just look and like, that's it. I would come home and I would tell Neeraj, I'm like, I think आज मैंने कुछ acting ही नहीं की है, सिर्फ ऐसे देख कर आ गई हूँ. But then when I finally saw it, it didn't look like that. So that
was a day on the set when you said, गड़बड़ हो गया आज.
हाँ, मेरे तो पहले दिन ही हो गया था. First
You know,
day.
but she has really nice, big, expressive eyes. You look at her eyes, like really big. It's very prominent feature of a thing. It's just that, you know, once वो तुम figure out कर लेगी ना कि इसके साथ कैसे खेलना है.
अरे सर, इसी के लिए तो आधी दुनिया दीवानी है. आपको होता है ना, फर्स्ट डे का कलेक्शन इनका है. उसके बाद परफॉर्मेंस का कलेक्शन
करती है, but then I think she's not very conscious about it yet कि how to use it. If she consciously starts using, na, so then you do subtle things will happen because your eyes are expressive. You don't have to like try too much.
Yeah, because day one I got reality. I took 17 takes for a scene.
Congratulations.
And
nice.
I'm telling you, our book scene में कुछ भी नहीं था. He had to just walk in. I had to just throw something and be like, oh, this is happening. I couldn't do that.
It was the first day.
I think
you
I
were
was
very
nervous. I was recovering from COVID. I was working with everyone for the first time.
Right.
It was the first.
And you came in with, I am Drashti Dhami, I better
Not
perform.
at all.
नहीं, not you. Others know. ये तो perform करेगी यार.
नहीं, हाँ, वो भी I guess होगा, पता नहीं.
ये दस्ती के लिए.
नहीं, मतलब ये line पे ये कैसे कर सकती थी, वैसा वाला.
ऐसे कुछ नहीं था. I think she also बहुत ज़्यादा pressure build up हो गया इन खुद के लिए. Like you know, she's suffered a little bit more in her imagination than in reality.
And then I just gave up. I'm like, you know, बस भैया अभी जो करवाना है करवा लो, फिर बाद में देखेंगे.
I remember I hate story when I remember watching and I said, how could a film like this become so much only about performance and so little about sex in my head when I was watching it. And that was a great triumph for both you and Pauli. It was fantastic. I think that was the first time I'd seen a film where the thought process was totally unlike this. And I was watching it with my girlfriend then and my wife now. And we were just riveted with the performances. And I think that did very well at the box office also. And that day only I said, yaar, ye to bahut zabardast hai. And people wrote amazing things about you. And then we saw Hunter many years later also. I said, wow. And then after that, thoda idhar-udhar gaye the aap. Now I'm hopefully to see you back.
I don't know what you mean by idhar-udhar.
I'll say why, because I expected you to do a lot more work. A lot more work.
I wasn't taking up a lot of work. And
Yeah.
I mean, I had broken my knee and then I wasn't particularly interested with what was being offered. जैसा पहले कह रहा था ना, sometimes I feel that I can't interpret it in a new way. So it's better to not do something than repeat yourself.
Do you have sometimes, can you get like FOMO for an actor? Ki the fear of missing out on a platform or a social media. Have you ever gone through that? Because both of you all are very successful actors, you know, one in the performance space, you with the fan following. But can you get it?
FOMO in the sense, yes, that I want to do more work on OTT. Like people said that, for example, and I'm not saying that, oh my God, I haven't got anything. It's not that. But like when Empire came out and the kind of response the show got, or maybe I got, just individually, I'm talking about myself, I felt like, wow, like I had not experienced this even when I did a Madhubala, which was the best for me. Like my friends, my colleagues, my relatives who had not spoken for 10, 20 years have randomly messaged me, and they don't need to.
Right.
Technically, like if you and me are friends, if you message me after 10 years, you can always tell me when you meet me, oh, I saw Empire, it was nice. But going out of the way and messaging and saying that, wow, like you have performed so well. Like my friends' aunts who I used to hang out with in college, they've gotten in touch with me that, beta, you did so well and all. And then I just thought genuinely after Empire that I'll be showered.
24 ghante bas signing.
Like, you know, doing more stuff than, but of course, got this, so no complaints. But I just thought probably I would have gotten
I think
more.
That also, OTT has this very cool quotient to it. It's like when Facebook first came out, you know. So television, no matter, now when I say this, still till today is the massiest, the best, but the very uncool part. Achha, nice. OTT, oh, you're doing some OTT and all. It's still there. When you do OTT and when you do films and go back and forth with your circles, is there still that cool quotient that OTT mein sab kar sakte, so it works better?
Not really. I think the cool quotient will still be with theatrical release. That's the paramount. I mean, it may have the least amount of like visibility. Sometimes people watch more television.
Of course.
But when you do have a successful theatrical release, there's nothing like it, brother. Absolutely nothing like it.
And wo to chalti hai. And then of course, when a hoarding comes out, when you see Duranga's hoarding and you see all that, does the heart still...
Oh, till date. Till date. I go and I even when Empire came out, I went to my hoarding and I made a reel out of it with my friend. I still do that. I go for a drive to watch my hoardings every day. I still do it. I still love it.
This is the dream. Mumbai mein aapki hoarding.
I mean, I just feel like millions and millions of people want to be where we are, you know, and you're grateful and you're blessed and you're just happy about the fact that it's been so many years and you're still there, right there on the highway, and I don't know how many people are watching you.
Just two faces here, huh?
Yeah.
I love it. Was there any point when you suddenly said, Abhi, now I've got it? Like when you're doing Duranga, you're there in the middle of the shot and you sit back, when you're just taking in the scene and there's like a shifting of lighting and shifting of camera, you're saying, this is now...
That happened to me.
Yeah?
Got it,
after,
Matlab, it's, I've got this.
Like we were doing apna first in that bungalow and then you were not there. And I was doing the office scenes.
On your own,
When I was little, that was the first time I got into the whole CoOp zone. And I think on the third day I was like, I think
It's
now
working.
I've got it right. Now I'm getting it.
With you, is it the first day only, like you, because you switched on and come in, so no sweat?
Well, I think it used to take a little while before. I think with more experience, and you also fine tune your process, na? What works, what doesn't work. So that's again experience, part of experience. So it usually happens a little quicker, and of course I'm very nervous on the first day, and sometimes I even, not sometimes, all the time, वो previous दिन मैं सोच रहा था कुछ नहीं आता यार, पता नहीं कल क्या करेंगे वहाँ जाके.
Exam की तरह blank, na?
Yeah, blank.
Especially when
so
you know
nervous.
like these big scenes that you're going to do. And I still have this habit of stress me, you know, we keep overdoing it over. And then he'll tell me, it's okay, leave it. And I still, and finally when I'm in front of the camera, I'm only fumbling. So then the next day I decided, I'm like, bas, aaj maine pad liya, ab main set pe jaake hi
अब रट्टा मारने की जरूरत नहीं है.
I know. See, I come from theatre and also repetition. I know the value of repetition. I really enjoy. You can make me do things like 150 times. I'll do it because I see value in that. But for some people, it can be very exhausting. So you have to cut down on like really expending your energy.
You know, a lot of actors have like that little click before they go. So I remember when I used to work with Imran, he used to just keep making his hair. You know, he wasn't really making his hair. He just, this much, he's just putting like this and doing like this. What's that little tick of yours that you guys have just before a shot?
She'll tell you.
What is his?
I'm singing.
What?
He
singing all
sings,
the time.
cut hota hai, he starts singing. Actually, you know, we have a little daughter in the show.
Yeah.
There was a day when we shooting and at 8 in the night, it's raining and everyone wants to pack up and we know this is an never-ending day.
I'm always breaking character.
And he's singing and the little girl comes to me like, can you please ask him to stop singing? ये कितना गाते हैं
उसको समझ में नहीं आता क्योंकि उसके ज़माने से ही नहीं है वो सारे गाने जो मैं गाता हूँ जो मैं बचपन में मेरे पिता.
Are you a good singer?
I don't know, but then I like singing because it relaxes me. It keeps me composed on set.
तो आप लोग की तो concentration भंग हो रही थी before shot. But what is your take? I mean, even
आपकी हो
in
रही थी
television
क्या?
days.
Concentration का
easy
problem.
वाले scenes थे, तो it's okay.
But अगर मुश्किल वाले होते तो then you
So
would
I
have told
go
him.
away, and I listen to my
मैंने एक दो बार
music.
बताया भी होगा कि अगर bother कर रहा है तो बोल
Then I
देना.
tell him also. So that's okay. I mean, that's the best. Like we found that comfort zone. We found that right click where I could tell him that
बस.
be quiet na 2 minutes. Then he'll be like, yeah, okay. Or if I'm doing something, I'll get. And I am very like that. I keep watching if someone's getting disturbed. I am very aware of it. So if I know someone's getting to an important scene, I will make sure that I'm
Yeah,
quiet.
you try and let the person have
And I
their
don't
space.
talk. And if I'm on the phone also, I'll go away. So I try not to be near my phone if I know these scenes, because I keep having fun conversations with friends and all. So I'm like, let me keep that aside and I just be in the scene.
The best compliment that you received after the trailer, because this was the big one.
So I don't know about the audience that they've seen the trailer till now, but at least the entire production team, and they've shown it to everyone. The glimpse, everyone's like, dude, we love your eyes in the show.
Ah, there we go.
I haven't read any compliments.
And my walk.
Acha.
And my walk, I'm like, okay.
I
What about
haven't
you?
read-
Any of
I
your
haven't
friends?
read of the compliments. But
Those
Read, someone must have told you.
कोई करता है?
ऐसा कुछ
I
नहीं.
only
अब तो
told-
आदत
ऐसा
हो
नहीं
गई
दिखाते
उनको.
क्या?
मतलब अब तो आदत हो गई, बोले तो अच्छा ही करता है हर बार, तो क्या हर बार compliment क्या
क्या
देंगे?
बात है?
हैं?
Actually, तुम इस मामले में सर बचे हुए हो, क्योंकि इसमें कलेक्शन नहीं दिखाना होता है ना. तो मतलब आफ्टर द एपिसोड्स आर ओवर कैसा था? बहुत अच्छा था और लोगों ने भी अच्छा देखा. Do you miss the buzz of collections?
It's stressful. I do, like I told you ना, I will not pretend that that's not really important, क्योंकि वही देख के बड़े हुए हैं और सपने भी वही देखे थे, अभी भी वही है. It's the paramount, and anywhere if you're I don't have to explain that if you are a movie star, then you are the biggest star, because that's the perception. ये सही है गलत है ये इसमें नहीं जा रहा हूँ मैं.
Correct.
वो उसका हम लोग वो कर सकते हैं dissection, but that's how it is, and because that was always the dream, and that's also the most difficult business model to crack.
Yeah, of course.
Because
और आजकल तो देख ही रहे हैं.
it's becoming a little more difficult, but I wouldn't still say कि oh, सब खत्म हो गया वगैरह. तो I'm not. I am very positive. I just feel that we need to slightly reinvent ourselves, change course and then try something new. ये मेरी राय है. I wouldn't say कि अरे खत्म हो गया नहीं आएंगे वगैरह. Definitely people have more options to be entertained, and a large portion of the Indian audiences are also online now, so
Yeah,
that's their options are more expanding. And because of that, maybe there is some lethargy, or maybe they want to be, something more compelling for them to actually say, okay, we are going to get out of the house now and come and sit in a movie hall and eat
मुंबई की
popcorn and
ट्रैफिक ठीक कर दो
samosa.
ना सर, सब आ जाएगा.
मुंबई की बात नहीं सर, मुंबई तो एक टेरिटरी हो गया ना, हमें तो पूरा.
बट यहाँ पे अनफॉर्चुनेटली बैरोमीटर बना दिया है. अगर कहीं और चल भी रहा होता है, आई वाज इन बैंगलोर द अदर डे, विक्रांत रोना में देख रहा था, किच्चा सुदीप के साथ ही मैंने देखी. ऑडियंस 100.
But that is his core audience, na, sir.
Yeah, but I realized
This is not his core audience.
Yeah.
His core audience is there.
Bombay, unfortunately, I mean, in the heartland, yes.
But you're right, the traffic
यहाँ
is
पे
really
the
killing.
biggest deterrent I have seen of late has been the traffic. अगर एक बड़ी हॉलीवुड फिल्म आती है, oh, lot of people are there. Other price of ticket. हाल ही में एक पिक्चर आई थी, एक विलन, 150 रुपए की टिकट है. Everybody was there in the theater. लोग आए.
Because it was 150 rupees.
Yeah,
when
because
you
of
go
that.
to all these theaters in Jew, I don't know whether you're allowed to take names or not,
It's
but
okay.
like
या 500-600 रुपए हो जाती है तो लोग चार लोग के साथ में 2,500 रुपए नहीं खर्च करते.
550 bucks.
Yeah, bro. उसमें I think the model has to be discussed, which is why this is actually flourishing so much, and which is why you are able to see so much different content. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. Like I said, the greatest respect I have for actual performers. पहले performers को एक platform शायद नहीं मिलता था with the right kind of role. Maybe you got the right film, but you didn't get the right kind of role. Now, thanks to OTT, you're getting the right kind of roles and the right performers as well. So good luck.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
This is going to be fun for you. For him, it's normal.
It's fun. It's normal.
yeah.
Yeah.
But for you,
gonna be
it'll be
fun
fun. Let's
and
see the
different.
reactions. Good luck.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye-bye.